Mix FM on a Tuesday evening. Lions Roar, Cliff Hocking, Mike Side, and we're talking to the president of the Lions Club of Midrand, Trevor Sturgis. And hopefully we're going to be talking to the PRO of the Lions Club of Port Shepstone show, Denis Meyer. Denis, are you with us?
I'm with you, Cliff.
Great, lovely chatting to you. And as you know, Denis, the station here has been doing some promotion for your show for the last few weeks now. Tell us, give our listeners a rundown. First of all, maybe we should tell our listeners up here why we're talking about the Lions Club of Port Shepstone show in Gauteng in June.
Well, Cliff, this project has been the flagship fundraising project of the Lions Club of Port Shepstone for approximately 30 years now. And we recently entered into a partnership with our local tourism authority, South Coast Tourism, and they really asked us to try and promote this event more afield in places like Gauteng, the Free State, Eastern Cape, and even as far afield as the Western Cape. And one of the radio stations that has been most accommodating has been Mix FM, and we truly appreciate it. July is usually holiday season down here. The July holidays are quite famous because we have mild winters and we get a lot of holiday makers, especially from the Gauteng area. That's why we hold the show at that time of the year. We're hoping to attract as many holiday makers as possible. It's a great event.
Right, and this event runs over, 4 days, Denis?
Yes, the show itself runs over 3 days from the 10th to the 12th of July. But we normally start off on the evening of the 9th with a corporate comedy evening. And that's always a sellout. We normally have about 1,000 people in the beer tent. And this year it's going to be a great evening. We've got a full lineup for the Thursday night. Elvira Fenter, one of our local dance teachers, has got a dance extravaganza. Local musician Dave Stark will be taken to the stage, and he'll be followed by very well-known comedian Aaron McIlroy, who's based in Durban. Funny enough, Aaron is an old boy from Port Shepstone High School. So he'll be returning to his hometown to come perform on our stage. And then straight after Aaron, we've got Johannesburg band Rubber Duck. I'm not familiar with them, but I believe they're a big hit up in Joburg. They'll be performing at 9:30 that evening. So there's a full itinerary for the Thursday night. And then, of course, Friday morning, 9 o'clock, the show officially opens. And then the fun and game starts.
All right, that's the Thursday. Then through Friday, what have the visitors to the show got to look forward to?
Well, Friday normally is an exhibitors' day. Visitors that come to the show spend virtually the whole day walking between the exhibits and discussing purchases and promotions, etc., etc. Incidentally, I just heard from the lady that deals with our exhibits that all the stands have been sold out. We even created additional stands to try and accommodate people, which is fantastic. Normally, the week before the show, we're still battling to sell some of the stands. This year, all the stands, all the indoor, all the outdoor stands have been sold out. And Friday is normally, as I say, an exhibitors' day. The evening entertainment on the Friday kicks off at about 6 o'clock in the evening in the beer tent with a local band called Kickstand. And then straight after them, we have Marzillo and the Rockabilly Rebels, a Durban-based band, very, very popular. They play a lot of music from the 50s and the 60s, but they've jazzed it up for the 21st century, and apparently they're a big hit up in Durban. And then they'll be followed by a local band called Chewing the Hornet. Very, very popular band down here. They play at a lot of venues, and they've got a huge following. And then we've got a DJ playing from about 11:30 in the evening. So Friday night's going to be a great party. A lot happening on the Friday night. The main day of the show is obviously the Saturday, the 11th of July. There's a lot happening at the Lions show on that day. We kick off at about 9 in the morning with a South Coast Strongman competition. All the bodybuilders, etc., from Durban and the South Coast get together in the main arena, and they have various challenges. And then we've got sponsored prizes for the winners. And then from about 11:15 till about 12:15, we've got the LaRiche Brothers Extreme Motorcycle Show. And that's going to be really, really great. They're based in Johannesburg, but they've won international awards. They'll be performing in the main arena. Once again, we've got the Elvira dancers after them. Then we have an opening ceremony and a prize-giving ceremony for all the exhibitors. We do award trophies to the best indoor-outdoor exhibitors, best marketed stand, best local business, best motor dealer, etc. And then there will be a car parade and a parade of the finalists for the Miss South Coast pageant. We've got pipe bands in the main arena, and that'll be followed by a demonstration by the South African Police Service. And then the LaRiche Brothers will come back into the arena again. So the whole day, Saturday, the arena will be busy, which is really fantastic. And then from the arena, people will move into the beer tent on the Saturday night. And, well, it kicks off actually at 3 o'clock in the afternoon with local musicians Brian and Marley. And they'll be followed by Lawrence Bean, famous from the Bean Brothers. And then the Miss South Coast pageant, the 2015 Miss South Coast pageant, will take place, the grand finale, in the entertainment tent from about 6 o'clock onwards. And that'll be followed by the Antonio Ravel Band. And finally, the very hilarious GJs will be playing from about 9:30 in the evening. So Saturday night is going to be a great party in the entertainment tent. Sunday, we've got another full day ahead of us. We kick off in the morning at about 8 o'clock with our very first South Coast Lions Show MTB Classic Cycle Race. We've had a lot of entries already. We're quite chuffed. We've got 3 different races taking place during the cycle race, a 45-kilometer race, a 20-kilometer, and, of course, a kiddies race. And that'll be finishing in the main arena at the Lions South Coast Show. So we're looking forward to that one. And we've just heard that it's been made part of the local MTB circuit, which is really fantastic. So it's going to become an annual event. And then straight after them, we've got the Larish brothers in the arena again, performing with their motorcycles. And then we've got the Masakanya Zulu dancers and another car parade with the winner of the Miss South Coast Queen competition. And then we've got a tug of war. We've sent out invites to all the corporates and clubs in the area. We have a really enjoyable tug of war competition with a nice sponsored prize. And then the arena will finish off with a remote control rally cross race with all sorts of obstacles, etc., that's going to take place along the main arena. And in the beer tent, there'll be lots of local musicians playing, and it'll end off with a very well-known musician. You'll remember him, Cliff, from our mid-year conference, a chap by the name of Anton Rustebert. Music is excellent.
Yeah, he was very good.
Off the show for us, yeah. So the entire weekend, from the Thursday night right through to the Sunday evening, is going to be busy, busy, busy. But we promise visitors that there'll be something for everybody. The wonderful thing is, for the first time in a couple of years, we've got a full fun fair coming back to the show. Dodgem cars, roller coasters, the whole bang shoot. The full fun fair will be at the show this year. And also the Toyota Yaris Extreme. They recently, well, not recently, but last year performed at the Top Gear show in Durban. They set up ramps, etc., for this Yaris, and it's an adrenaline ride. People will have the opportunity to ride in the Yaris with a qualified driver and go up ramps and jump over, gaps in the track, etc., etc. So that's going to be quite an enjoyable ride for whoever's daring enough to go in the vehicle. I fortunately will not be getting in that vehicle, but yes, I think a lot of people will enjoy that.
I think you should face the challenge and go for it, Denis.
I don't think so.
Given your track record.
Yeah, my track record wouldn't do well with that one. But no, yeah, Cliff, really, this year's show is I've been involved with the show now for 26 years. And this year, for the first time, probably in the 26 years I've been involved, we've got everything teed up 3 weeks before the show, which is absolutely amazing. Sponsors have come forward, and many sponsors have come forward, and we've made a lot of money already, for charity. And the whole purpose of this event is to raise money for charity. Our Jets and Lions Club is involved with several projects in the area, and we desperately need to keep raising the money for charity. It also showcases all the local businesses. We've got a lot of businesses down here, arts and crafts, local entrepreneurs, etc. And it's the only opportunity they have on the South Coast to actually come and display their wares and be part of this amazing event.
But this is fantastic. I mean, that a service club organisation, that the Lions Club of Port Shepstone can actually be the catalyst of bringing all these organisations, businesses. I'm sure you have other associations involved as well, and bringing them together to put on a really spectacular week. Well, 3 days of real good community spirited stuff around the place, and at the same time hopefully make a whole heap of money that goes to all your service activities and charities down the South Coast.
Yes, Cliff. It's something that we as a club are extremely proud of. The Lions Show belongs to the community of the South Coast, and it has ever since its inception in 1985. We are very proud of the partnership that we have with business and with the community, and we're very grateful for the support we get, especially from the locals. Everybody looks forward to the show every year. It's become an institution here on the South Coast, and it's really great publicity for the Lions organisation as well. we encourage other organizations, service organizations and charity organizations to participate in the show. For example, this year we've got the local hospice, the South Coast Hospice. We give them a free stand every year. They come and set up their stand and they sell items and they have raffles, etc. They make a huge amount of money because they have these thousands of people coming past their stand on the 3 days of the show. Also, other organizations, the Umtuntwini Conservancy, they also come to the show. We give them a free stand. A Cancer Association, and so on and so on. We've got another organization in Margate called Give a Child a Family. They basically take care of orphan babies and toddlers and that. We've given them a stand this year, and they're going to come to the show, and they're going to, try and raise awareness of their organization and sell tickets and raffles and whatever the case may be. So yes, it's not just a fundraiser; it's also a service project because we provide an outlet for several other service organizations to come and participate and also benefit out of this event.
Oh, that's brilliant, and I've heard on air here on 93.8 Mix FM over the past weeks or so that Umtunzi Hotel down your neck of the woods has been offering discounts in conjunction with the Port Shepstone Golf Club for any visitors down there. And I'm sure if you had to go and speak to Umtunzi, they would offer discounts to anybody coming down for your show.
Absolutely. Yes, that's another thing. We do have a number of accommodation venues in the area that provide this that give discount to those people visiting the Lion Show. Umtunzi is one of them. We also have the Umtuntwini Caravan Park because a lot of the especially the exhibitors that come from far afield actually like to camp, and unfortunately they're not allowed to camp at the country club, where we're hosting the show.
Yeah, sure, that would be a bit
we encourage
difficult.
them to go along to the Umtuntwini Caravan Park, which is a beautiful, beautiful venue. Umtunzi is a stunning hotel, as you know.
Yes.
We also have a partnership with Meyer in Port Shepstone, which, funny enough, is owned by a Lion member. But they've got plenty of accommodation there. And I'm just trying to think of all the other venues. We've got a Denis house in Umtuntwini, another bed and breakfast. Huge supporters of the show. So yes, we do have these various accommodation outlets. They are advertised on the show website. So people wanting to come down to the show and looking for accommodation can actually go to the sponsors/links page of the show website, and they will see all the accommodation venues listed there. And they can contact them and say, look, we're coming down for the Lion Show. We're looking for accommodation, and I'm sure they'll get a very good price from
Excellent.
these places.
Oh, that's
Bearing
great.
in mind, obviously, that being July, it's a very popular holiday season because we don't have the cold weather that you have up there, Cliff.
Yeah,
we're still
noticed.
waiting for winter here. I'm sitting here in shorts and a t-shirt. so yeah, it's a really nice time of the year for people to come down on holiday. The weather's been amazing. Sunny, hot days. It's beautiful.
So the message
And of course,
is...
we're hoping that it stays like that for the Lion Show.
For
Because
sure.
it makes a huge difference when the weather's right. Really and truly it does.
So the message is anybody going down to the South Coast in July, from the 9th to the 11th, 12th,
The 12th.
take some time out and drop into Port Shepstone and go and visit the Lions Club at Port Shepstone show. It's a fantastic event.
By the way, Cliff, I don't know if I told you, but entry to the show is 50 Rand for adults, 5 Rand for children, 25 Rand for pensioners, and children under the age of 12 will get in for free.
There we go.
So that's a nice bonus as well. So people with lots of toddlers, you don't have to pay for your kids to come into the show.
Great, Dennis. And any contact details, website?
Okay, the show website is it's http://lionshow.sheppylions.co.za. There's no www. So it's lionshow.sheppylions.co.za. And Sheppy Lions is SHEPPIE, Lions.
One word, lowercase.
One word, all lowercase.
That's great.
And all the information you need to know is on the website. If anybody wants to try and see if they can get a stand in, book a stand, I doubt it, but it's a strong possibility because we always make a plan for people in the Port Shepstone Lions Club, and we will find a place for these people if they're looking for a stand. So yes, but yeah, that's the website to go to, and all the information you need to know is on that website. We also have a Facebook page as well, and as developments happen, we upload them onto the Facebook page and inform everybody.
Oh, that's brilliant. And of course, you've got a huge team working on this, putting all the bits and pieces together. And I'm sure every day that you get closer to your show, the workload sort of increases just a little bit.
Oh, definitely. We start planning the show We started planning in January already. In fact, towards the end of last year. And a lot of people don't realize that this entire event is run by volunteers. None of us are paid a salary for what we do. And it's a huge, there's a lot of logistics involved. I mean, we basically take over the cricket fields at the Port Shepstone Country Club. There are absolutely no logistics whatsoever. We have to set up everything ourselves. Even electricity has to be brought in. We run 3 generators permanently throughout the show just to have electricity. It's a mammoth undertaking, but we love it. We look forward to it every year. We look forward to seeing our friends every year at the show. It's a huge event, and it's well worth all the effort.
And of course, you mentioned the volunteer side of it. That means that guys like yourself have to take time out of your businesses, or guys have to take leave and so on to put into this. And that in itself is a huge contribution by the members of the Lions Club of Port Shepstone.
Definitely. 2 weeks prior to the show, many of us actually, I literally closed my business for those 2 weeks because I'm so busy getting ready for the show and preparing. We spend the entire week prior to the event at the showground setting everything up. And yes, it's not just, loss of, I wouldn't say loss of income, but yeah, for some I suppose it is. But it's also time away from your families as well. But at the end of the day, when you see the results, then it's well worth it because, the amount of money that we generate from this event makes a huge difference in the lives of literally thousands of people. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Absolutely.
It's 24 minutes to 9 here on 93.8 Mix FM, Lions Roar, coming to you from the Lions Club of Midrand. And we're talking to Denis Meyer from the Lions Club of Port Shepstone about their annual show. Anything else you'd like to add there, Denis?
Cliff, at this point in time, as I say, it's been pretty hectic on my side. I believe you will be contacting us again closer to the time.
Yeah, we will be talking to you live on air in 2 weeks' time from tonight, which is 2 days before your show opens, and we suspect that you'll be having one of your wrap-up committee meetings, so we can talk to one or two members of your committee on that night.
Well, the nice thing is, we'll all be at the showgrounds that night, getting ready and having our final meeting, and our show convener Jean Nasson will be there. You can maybe have a chat with him. And possibly anybody else you'd like to speak to. We'll all be there. We'll all be excited and raring to go. And yes, we look forward to speaking to you again.
No, that's great. And if we can keep Al awake in 2 weeks' time, maybe I can have a chat to him as well.
I'll make sure that he's awake.
Denis, great chatting to you. And
thank you very much. Thank you also to Mix FM for all the support we've received. We truly appreciate it. There's no two ways about it. We really appreciate it. We look forward to future contact with Mix FM.
No, that's great, Denis, and all the best from the radio station and also from the Lions Club of Midrand. All the best for your show, and as I say, we'll be chatting to you again in 2 weeks' time on air.
Thanks very much, Cliff. I appreciate it.
Excellent. Thanks, Denis.
Okay, thanks.
Cheers now. Bye now.